Guys, yo, just hear the news, yeah? Are you sure season 2 will have 8 episodes? With new episodes being released every Wednesday on Disney Plus from December 3 to December 4, 2025. The first 2 episodes will be released on the premiere dates, with 2 new episodes following each Wednesday until the final 2 episodes on December 24. Why don't they just make 4 episodes? By the way, this sums up that my reading here is accurate. Yeah, and I'm happy that I'm accurate. Yeah. See what I told you. What I told you. It's gonna come out, but it's late. It's delayed because they need to prepare things. And what I told you about budget, yeah? I read about budget there, and there it is, yeah? Alright, so in this video, at the end of the video, I promise that I'm gonna read again. Will fans love it or not? And what will be the vibe of the season 2? I promise that, right? But I'm saying I don't want to do it right now over here because it's still unstable. And I want to do it again when they publish the release date. There you go. The shippers definitely gonna eat this up. But mind you, yeah, if you're a Jungkook shipper and you just discover my channel, I'm gonna prepare something if you decided to watch this. I'm not a shipper. Yeah, and I do believe strongly that both men are straight. Yeah, and I'm so against the narrative of these two are pairing, as I believe that one of them or two of them feel uncomfortable being paired like this. That's my hunch, because when I see Jungkook content, I kind of feel like uncomfortable when I watch that. This is not happening in Jimin or any other ship. This only happens when I see Jungkook and Namjoon content. And I don't believe that their chemistry even real, but I'm trying my best to be professional. I'm trying to best to deliver what you need to know about season 2. Yeah, what kind of show is this? How shippers feel about it? Will they love the show or not? The Fool, 5 of Wands, and 8 of Wands. I don't know why it's like this. Shippers. To shippers, this is like our joyful couple is having journey together. Yeah, they're gonna see Jimin and Jungkook like this, the Fool and this dog. Yeah. Remember what Jungkook believed, what happened between Jimin and Jungkook? They believe that Jungkook is always following Jimin. Jungkook always want to be with Jimin, right? And Jimin is always standing by Jungkook's side, yeah? They're gonna feel like this is come true, but I don't know why they feel this way, yeah? It's like conflict, yeah? I don't know. But at the end of the day, I think they're gonna have fun watching it. Yeah, 8 of Wands. I'm gonna clarify this energy. Queen of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, 8 of Wands. Okay, maybe I'm jumped too far with this question. I think I'm have to ask about. Let's have a face-off how both Jimin and Jungkook energy in the show. This is Jimin energy and this is Jungkook energy. Okay, we gotta shuffle the cards. How's Jimin energy during the show? Okay, let's see. Jimin energy, 8 of Wands, Ace of Wands, and King of Wands. Oh, damn. Damn, he's enjoying the journey, everybody. He's enjoying it. Yeah, he looks like someone who with a lot of energy. Yeah, his movement is gonna be really quick, and he's gonna I think he's the one who's leading the way. Yeah, not leading the dance, okay, but the one who like, let's do this, let's do that. Yeah, the one who have plan, the one who decided what to do, where to go. He's the man. Yeah, the leader. Okay, now let's see Jungkook. 8 of Wands, 10 of Cups, and 3 of Pentacles. Jungkook is going to cooperate. Yeah, and Jungkook's energy is very good also. Yeah, I think we can expect them to vibing, very click. Yeah, very click in the show. The chemistry is just very work here, really working. Jungkook is more to the nurturing side here. More, this one is more like I lead the way. Yeah, we're doing this, we're doing that, we're doing this. Yeah, and this one is more like, okay, I'm in. Yeah, okay, I'm cooperate. Whatever Jimin wanna do, he is going to cooperate. Yeah, he really knows how to make the show works. Yeah, okay, let's dive this. What's the source of their chemistry? The Sun, 4 of Cups, and 6 of Pentacles. I'm getting like agreement. Yeah, both are agree to have fun, and it's like unbothered here, and this is like giving it away. Okay, wait, what is this 4 of Cups about? This 4 of Cups is about 8 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and Page of Cups. The source of their chemistry is that they agree to have fun here. It's like they are unbothered with what happened around them and just focus on the fun side of doing the show. They just choose to focus to feel happy and being here in the now. Yeah, we're doing some traveling trip show. That's what we're doing. No other thoughts, nothing. Yeah. And now I want to know what this 6 of Coins about. 2 of Wands, 6 of Wands. Oh, it's like they focus on making the shippers happy. Yeah. Look, it's a plan scripted, like in the script. Yeah, I know it's written that it's a spontaneous activity, but there's a script also. Yeah. What I mean is that today the schedule is this, but they make it spontaneous about it. I'm gonna give you an example. When I wake up, I have a schedule. Yeah. Today I'm going to write my comic. Yeah. And then I'm gonna cook my rice, so I don't buy food from takeouts. Yeah, but I'm being spontaneous about it. Yeah, maybe before I decided to write, I take a bath because I feel like I want to take a bath, or maybe before I write it, I decided that I want to go to the cafe nearby because I want to take it easy, take it slow, and that's what I'm gonna do spontaneously. But at the end of the day, oh, it's already 12 a.m. It's time for me to do my novel, do my comic. Yeah, so I go home and I'm doing what my schedule say. When I'm taking a rest, I cook rice so I don't buy takeouts. And that's what I mean by, yes, spontaneous, but it's also scheduled. Yeah, they're going with the script that the purpose is to make the shippers happy. Yeah, so let's say that in the schedule there's a script where say that in day 2, in example, yeah, Jimin and Jungkook will kiss on the Switzerland mountain. Yeah, when you reach the Switzerland mountain, you two will kiss. Yeah, because it's gonna make shippers happy. That's what they're gonna do. It's a spontaneous, but they stick to the plan. That's the plan. Yeah, so the source of their happiness, the jolly traveling in the show, is because they choose to focus on the happiness. They're just to focus on what makes them happy. If there's any, like, suddenly someone calls Jimin, hey Jimin, the cat that you keep feeding in LA, she suddenly feels sick, yeah, and Jimin's supposed to feel sad, right, about it, but since he's doing this, he's dedicated, and so yeah, for the shippers, want to make shippers happy, yeah. So then he focused on being happy with Jungkook. I think it's very professional. Yeah, but it's interesting, isn't it? Show up the same Eight of Wands, so it's saying that the two will be look very compatible in the show. Yeah, yeah, and shippers gonna say, "Oh my God, they're so click together. Oh my God, their chemistry, yeah," because they're focused on making the shippers happy. Yeah. Look, Jimin is very inspired. He's very passionate in the show. We can expect him looking very happy and very in charge. And then Jungkook, he's more to the feminine side here. No, no, I'm not saying that he's the queen and Jimin is the king. I'm saying that he's more to a supportive role. Yeah, he's more to a supporting role. Whatever Jimin do, he's going to support it. Yeah, because if he don't do that, the show's not gonna work. The show's not gonna sell. So he's going to cooperate. Remember, this is Three of Pentacles, yeah, not Two of Cups. Three of Pentacles. He is very cooperative with the plan. How will shippers feel when they watching this? How will shippers feel when they watching this? Four of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. Oh. 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 Oh, look, I'm not going to fast forward this one because I want you to know that I did not pick the card. Okay, I'm not gonna speed that up. Okay? Bing, if you're editing this and you forgot and you speed it up, put it back. Put it back to normal. They have to know, or they will tell you that you picked the card. Yeah? You know, oh my God, shippers. Shippers at first they're gonna feeling, oh my God, yes, this is the twin flame journey together, but then something is changed, and it's kind of make them feeling heartbreak. Right? Why is this happening? Why it's not like what it's supposed to be? Why Jimin and Jungkook isn't like this, like what we believe it? Something's gonna change here. Alright, I'm gonna see what's happened. What happened? What's this Ten of Swords about? What's this Ten of Swords about? Ten of Coins, Queen of Cups, and Eight of... I think a woman is involved here. I think either Jimin or Jungkook, they're gonna mention a woman or about a wife. Yeah. Look, whatever this is, this will be something that is what shippers don't want to hear, which is family, a feminine figure, and it's a love, passionate love. Yeah. So I think there's gonna be a shocking revelation in the show. I think especially during the last episodes, either Jimin or Jungkook suddenly is gonna say, I'm in love with this girl, I'm in love with this woman, and I want to marry her. So it's gonna remind me of the scene where Jimin said, I want to have a daughter, right? I think that time Jimin is trying to hinting to the shippers that I'm not gay. I want a child. But the shippers, I think, still insist that it means Jimin want a child with Jungkook. Since it's not working, now he's making it more, uh, more bold, yeah, bolder than before, which is I want a wife. Someone is confessing that I want to marry a woman, either Jimin or Jungkook doing this, or both. Yeah. Do you want to figure out who's saying this? What's Jimin's contribution to this Ten of Swords? Emperor, the Star, Three of Pentacles. What's Jungkook's contribution about this Ten of Swords? Wheel of... Oh, guys. Three of Swords. Four Pentacles. I think this leads towards Jimin who doing it. Yeah, I think it's more to Jimin who confessed this. I want to marry a woman, or there's a woman that I love, and I want to marry her. There's gonna be something shocking, and you know how hard Jungkook shippers defend this their ships, right? You know how hard it is. No matter how logical argumentation you use, they still gonna find a way to make it argue that Jungkook is still selling. Yeah, even though let's say that Jimin say it that I love someone and it's not Jungkook, they still able to find a way to make it sound like Jungkook is real, even though Jimin say that. But this time, they're feeling Ten of Swords, so this is undeniable. This is a very brutal drop, truth bomb that's been dropped here that makes this dreamy connection is proven that it's just a fantasy. It's not real. Yeah, it's changing how they see it. Jungkook probably saying this, but I think this leans towards Jimin who say it. Because what? Because look, Emperor is like, whether you like it or not, this is me. Someone who stand on his own ground and tell the world who he really is. Emperor. Someone who's not faking it. Yeah, the Star. This is who I am. Yeah, this is his contribution to this. This is like a great yes. He contribute this. But Jungkook, if anything, I think Jungkook may be saying, hey, I also in love with a woman. I don't see strongly that he contributes to this shocking news. I want to confess you something. Yeah, I'm gonna confess something. This is my second take. That take is unfinished because it's kind of confusing to me. Very confusing. Because in that text, this is not Ten of Swords, but Tower. So it's like what they believe in is crushed. And in Jimin's energy, there's like a judgment card. So it's like, this is my calling. I'm gonna do it. Yeah. Not that this is my calling to be with Jungkook, no. But this is my calling. I'm not gonna playing around like this forever. I'm gonna stop it if I don't like it. Whatever it is, this "Are you sure?" part 2 is gonna be really shocking, especially to the shippers. But I think looking at the cards, I think the both boys are having fun together. I think they're having fun. I mean, look, Ten of Coins, family, woman figure, love. Or he confessed that, hey, I have a girlfriend. It's this person. Anything about a woman that makes the shippers, it's like they're cannot denying it anymore that this is apparently just their fantasy. It's not real. It's just a betrayal to them. But on the first take, there's still Seven of Wands energy, so I think the shippers are gonna still denying it. They're gonna still find a way to deny it. Well, up to them. But I think there will be something shocking especially near the end of the season. Will fans love it or hate it? Nine of Wands. Five of. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, I think this is about the truth bomb. Yeah, I think they find the show is fun, very refreshing. Because the energy of Jimin and Jungkook. Remember, it was very fun. They are having fun. They're having a blast. They ignore any like personal problem to focus on the job to make the shippers happy. Yeah, to make the show look happy because they realize that their energy will affecting how the show will become. Yeah, but there's something that make them really sad, and it's like Five of Swords is like a losing battle. Yeah, making them like, why is it's turned out like this, like that. Yeah, or maybe in the show Jimin meets someone, yeah, and he fell in love. Yeah, or maybe Jungkook, or maybe it's Jungkook. Yeah, but something that makes them, it's like undeniable truth. Yeah, but they still love the show. At the end, they still love the show. Yeah, so I think it's still a success. It's just there's a truth bomb here that they don't like. Yeah, will this affecting the whole show? Page of Swords, Eight of Swords. I think this kind of stuck on people's mind, especially shippers. But overall, I think the show is still worth to watch because it's very super fun and super healing, especially if they don't expect anything or don't ship anyone. And just want to watch them as two BTS members, two boys traveling together without any romantic underlying or anything. Yeah, I think there's gonna still find it lovable journey together. Yeah, the energy is very fun. Yeah, the energy is very fun. Will this show wins awards? Will this show win award? Three of Cups. This is not a strong yes, so I'm gonna pull again. Will this show wins award? Because it's like saying if the fans still voting on it, it's gonna win. Because Three of Cups is a community energy, so it's depend on the community if they want to support this. Yeah, which is not a strong answer for tarot. So I'm gonna pull again, just to make sure. Will this win awards or not? The Lovers. Oh, they still love this show. Three of Wands, Queen of Cups. Yes. I got a feeling that people are going to support this show and they're going to vote for this show. And I think it has a big chance to win award. Yeah. But mind you, last year I also predicted that Are You Sure Season 1 gonna win award? But it's not winning. Yeah, so I think last year we cannot vote on Are You Sure? I think we cannot vote on that. Yeah, but even if we cannot vote, I think it still have a chance to win. Yeah, look at this queen holding a cup, and in traditional tarot deck, yeah, right or white, the Queen of Cups is the only person in the entire deck who holds the biggest cup. Yeah, so I'm gonna say yes again. Yeah, I'm gonna say yes again. I think this time they're gonna win award. Yeah, season 2. All right, that's the reading. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching until this far. If you're shippers, I hope you don't find this video of roasting you. Yeah, I'm trying to tone it down because when I rewatch my old video, I feel like, what's my reaction after watching this? I was laughing, but at the same time, I'm saying, oh my God, I'm such a jerk. Remember, this is just a tarot reading. I could be wrong. But last time I read about Are You Sure? It's correct. Oh well, I know that tower moment is kind of worrying to you, right? I'm sure you're worried about the tower moment, right? But mind you, sometimes it's showing tower, but when it's really happened, it's really not a big deal. But to know that there's an there is 10 of sword like there, just prepare your heart, yeah. Prepare your shipping heart. All right, I'm out. See you on the next video.